that the environment is less important than the economy, try holding your breath while you count your money. Guy McPherson. Good night, esteemed judges and industry leaders. We are Aranza, Natalia, Leonora, and me, Juliana. And today, we are proud to present our sustainable solution designed for Dole Packaged Food Canada. This solution addresses key supply chain challenges with innovative strategies rooted in sustainability and aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
The content that we're about to review with you tonight includes an introduction and overview of our solution, the three pillars of our solution, the environmental, social, and financial impact, the risk management, and the future scalability, and finally, a conclusion.
We know that Dole faces complex supply chain challenges, including excess and obsolete inventory, demand variability, and transportation inefficiency, all of which contribute to economic losses and environmental degradation. Addressing these challenges is vital for Dole to remain competitive and sustainable. So we are about to share with you a complete solution that targets all of these problems.
As Juliana said, our solution revolves around three integrated pillars: implementing blockchain technology, building a strategic partnership with key organizations, and launching a targeted donation initiative. These elements create a circular economy that improves supply chain efficiency, reduces waste, and supports community well-being. So let's go to the first pillar, the blockchain technology. Key benefits of blockchain technology include the transparency, lead time reduction, and traceability. The blockchain technology will transform the supply chain by enhancing the transparency, the traceability across all its operations. This digital ledger ensures that the excess and obsolete inventory is tracked in real time, reducing lead times and aligning with the SDG 9. This data-driven approach helps avoiding duplicated resources and enhances customer confidence through product origin transparency.
The second pillar is strategic partnerships, and it is fundamental to aligning with Dole's mission of providing high-quality and sustainable products while also nurturing the community and minimizing the environmental footprint. Dole's vision emphasizes a world where everyone has access to healthy foods that are produced responsibly. Therefore, our solution takes these challenges and turns them into opportunities. First, we will partner with Loop Mission to convert 80% of our edible surplus into new products such as cold-pressed juices. This solution reduces our waste and also fosters a circular economy, supporting SDG 12 directly, since we will maximize the use of our resources while also reducing our food waste. It also shows how Dole is committed to ensure that the surplus, which was once considered waste, will now continue to contribute to nurture the community while also minimizing the environmental footprint. For our non-edible waste, we will partner with Biofirm Energy Solutions. Specializing in biogas operating and anaerobic digestion, Biofirm will convert our non-edible waste into organic fertilizers and clean renewable energy. Therefore, this solution directly aligns with SDG 6 and 7, promoting clean energy, sustainable agriculture, and protecting water sources from harmful chemicals. Therefore, as you can see, both of these partnerships showcase Dole's commitment with SDG 17, showcasing the importance of collaborating with different enterprises in order to achieve global good. Additionally, by having and collaborating with such advanced technologies, Dole will modernize its supply chain, comply with SDG 9, and position itself as a leader in innovative sustainability.
Complementing these partnerships is our donation program, which channels 20% of saved, excess, and obsolete inventory to vulnerable groups. This initiative directly supports SDG 2 and reinforces Dole's role as a socially responsible leader. Target beneficiaries include elderly care facilities, burn survivors, and remote communities like Nunavut, enhancing their nutrition and their health. Our solution tackles environmental impact by converting food waste into biogas, significantly cutting greenhouse gas emissions and reducing fossil fuel use and dependency. This process also produces organic fertilizer, which is a sustainable alternative that protects clean water and ecosystems. By repurposing excess inventory, we promote a circular economy and greener practices in agriculture and also in energy, which reinforces those commitment to sustainability. Now the metrics. Our project's impact will be measured through some key metrics. First, we'll track carbon footprint reduction by comparing carbon dioxide emissions before and after our alliances with Biofirm and Loop Mission.
Energy efficiency will be evaluated by comparing kilowatt hours used in waste processing with energy generated from biogas, which we believe that could supply from 5 to 8 nearby communities. We also anticipate a 70% reduction in greenhouse emissions by diverting organic waste from landfills. In addition, we'll measure rescued food for SDG 2, which is zero hunger, and energy produced for SDG 7, which is affordable and clean energy. Finally, a life cycle analysis will guide continuous improvement and reinforce Dole's position as a sustainable leader. Now, the social impact. We plan to donate 20% of the safe-to-consume excess and obsolete inventory. We want to focus on vulnerable groups communities across Canada. This includes elderly residents at the Salvation Army FNT home in Ontario, burn survivors with the Canadian Burn Survivors Community, and underserved communities in Nunavut. These targeted donations deliver essential nutrition and health benefits, such as vitamin C for skin recovery, while promoting a circular economy model. This initiative is only the beginning. By collaborating with our research and development center, we can expand our partnerships to reach more groups in need. This effort not only fulfills those commitment to social responsibility, but it also serves as a powerful campaign to highlight the health benefits of our products, which inspires healthier lifestyles and strengthens our brand mission to contribute positively to society. Now the metrics. To measure our project social impact, we'll use control groups first to track benefits accurately. And the key metrics include the quantity of food that is being donated, which shows how much waste is redirected to those beneath instead of going to the landfills. And this creates up to 10 new jobs that support this initiative. These efforts align with the UN Sustainable Development Goals SDG 2 by providing nutritious meals, SDG 12 through waste reduction, and SDG 17 by fostering strategic alliances. These metrics make our program both measurable and also impactful by aligning and engaging with those role in driving a sustainable change in the world.
Our strategy for Dole packaged food isn't just about sustainability. It is a strategic business decision that will provide profits and long-term profitability. So let me break down some of the key financial impacts. First, our partnership with Loop Mission and Biofirm Energy will result in vital cost savings as well as new revenue opportunities. Partnership with Loop Mission will ensure that our disposable expenses are transformed to new revenue streams. And Biofirm Energy will further ensure that we reduce our waste handling costs. The shared cost and risk of this approach is also key. By leveraging the existing infrastructure and the expertise of our partners, Dole avoids making a significant capital expenditure in building new facilities or hiring expertise personnel. Therefore, this approach mitigates the financial risks, spreads the operational risk among partners, and it also ensures a faster and safer market entry. Additionally, it ensures that Dole keeps its focus on its main business core activities while generating revenue from efficient and trusted partners. Therefore, this collaborative framework limits financial exposure, ensures that the timeline for market entry is limited, and it provides a strong financial foundation for financial growth. Blockchain technology will benefit and enhance our operational efficiency, as well as bettering the supply chain coordination. Therefore, this technology reduces lead times, minimizes inventory management costs, and boosts or enhances consumer trust. While the initial investment for this technology ranges from $20,000 to $55,000, depending on the complexity, it is a strategic decision that will be offset by the long-term savings, as well as the reduced operational costs and the streamlined processes. Additionally, the enhanced consumer trust will create indirect financial gains through consumer loyalty, as well as market share. The tax incentives are tied with our donation initiative, and they are also a key financial advantage. While we would have to make an initial marketing expense in order to launch this program, this investment will soon become a brand asset. Enhanced public image will foster brand loyalty, increase consumer interaction and engagement, and also drive for long-term profitability. Additionally, the donations ensure that Dole meets its corporate social responsibility commitments that will result in tax savings, reducing overall expenses, as well as directly impacting the net profits. So when we do a cost versus benefit analysis of our solution, we can see that the benefits of our solution heavily outweigh the cost. Therefore, our business case provides a strong and robust solution, which reduces waste expenses, new revenue streams, shared costs and risks, operational savings, and significant tax benefits that will provide Dole with a sustainable financial success that show the importance of the triple bottom line, caring for the people, the planet, and as well as the profits. Additionally, it also aligns with Dole's mission, or the Dole way, for people, for nature, and for food.
We have identified potential risks, such as dependency on external partners and challenges with blockchain integration. But we also have developed a mitigation strategy that includes phased rollouts and backup partnerships to ensure operational continuity. This proactive approach ensures resilience and minimizes disruption while enhancing sustainability and the best supply chain practices. Let me tell you about our vision for the future and scalability of Dole. Our vision extends beyond this initial phase. By scaling this model, Dole can inspire industry-wide adoption of sustainable practices. This scalable framework can serve as a benchmark for other companies facing similar supply chain challenges, furthering global sustainability goals. Also, we know this is just the beginning, and we can establish many strategic alliances that will support a variety of vulnerable groups who could greatly benefit from our products, aligning with the brand's mission of contributing positively to society and contributing to the ODS agenda. Finally, Dole expects to reduce the excess and obsolete inventory to zero. So we propose to change its donation strategy to providing finished goods directly from production lines, allocating 2% of its total capacity. In summary, our strategy effectively addresses those supply chain challenges through blockchain, strategic partnerships, and donation. It fosters environmental sustainability, supports communities, and strengthens Dole's businesses' performance. We believe this approach will position Dole as a global leader, not only in supply chain, but also in sustainable practices. I want to tell you a great quote that we want you to listen clearly. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. Albert Einstein. Thank you very much. And now we can go to the Q&A section.
Okay, thank you very much for that very interesting presentation. So let's get right to the question and answers. And Roberto, do you have some questions for the team?
I do, yeah. First, excellent presentation, very nice. Biofirm, I'm not personally too familiar with it. So I am curious though. So the concept being you're going to go gather food and then it's developed or created into by Biofirm into Biofirm Energy, and then yeah, I'm assuming you're selling that to the aftermarket. Like, are there large profit margins on that? Who's buying Biofirm Energy and right now in today's market?
So for the company itself, although we'll sell our non-edible waste to Biofirm, so there will be an initial revenue by selling it to Biofirm. And well, since it's a partnership in the future, Biofirm makes revenue by precisely because it's of this new tendency of sustainability where we want to, have clean energy. So it is a market that is still developing, but Dole initially has a new revenue stream by selling the waste, the non-edible waste, to Biofirm.
Right. Okay. And another question is the actual logistics behind gathering the food. Are you going to be selling this, I guess, the excess food from that Dole has in its warehouses, or is this excess food that they sell and is sitting in a supermarket?
No, it's the excess food that didn't reach to the supermarket, because we know Canadian market has specific rules and dates for, even though the food is not wasted and it's edible, but it can't be sold in the market. So that food is the one that we're going to sell to Biofirm and create biogas, and also some other surplus products like cold pressed juices and so on.
So the supermarket, you're selling the food from the excess food from the supermarket, right? So who is assuming the cost of gathering that food? Is that going to be the supermarket? Is that a strategic alliance with the supermarket? or is Dole paying to get that food and moving it to Biofirm to sell? Like, who's moving that food?
So ideally, we would have to make also a partnership with the supermarket, but Dole would have to make an initial investment. But due to the financial benefits that we presented, this initial investment would be offset by the revenue streams and the financial benefits that we would develop further on, but it would be an initial investment.
Right. So would you be sharing some of those profits with the supermarkets? Because they're the ones that bought the food and they have this excess food now, right?
Yes.
Or
Well, it's a partnership, so we have to leverage it.
right.
Yes, part of the SDGs, the 17, the strategic partners, and we're focusing on that part also.
Okay. Do you see any risks or challenges to like downstream partners like supermarkets wanting to do this? Right now they're not doing it. So I mean, and right now I think a lot of them would just be dumping this food into trash cans because that's just cheaper. What do you see any challenges? Right, and how would you get over those challenges with the supermarkets
Well,
specifically?
it is a risk. Sorry for interrupting. It is a risk precisely because of what you say. But if we are initially going to make the investment to buy this excess and obsolete inventory from the supermarkets have this motivation to not throw it away, but rather to sell it to us back. And then with time, we can make that alliance so that we don't have to make an initial 100% investment buying it, but rather change the percentages so that the supermarket is also gaining revenue from the inventory, but we are also gaining revenue from the partnership.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
There has also been like from the media, like this very bad perspective that supermarkets throw a lot of food. So we believe that this is like a great opportunity for the supermarkets to change this perspective.
No, that's great. Yeah, no, that's great. Do you see any other challenges to your operation and implementing this?
I think the main challenge we will face with the solution will be the blockchain integration through all the global supply chain, because many suppliers don't have the infrastructure to support blockchain. So I think that will be the main challenge, but blockchain will benefit not only us, but also the suppliers. So I think even it will be like it will take time and it can be expensive. The motivation is both sides. So I think it's a risk that is total. It can be easily taken off.
All right. And is the expectation that the wall is going to develop the blockchain infrastructure? Is that going to be, I'm assuming Dole is going to pay for that, right? The blockchain development?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dole would have to make the initial investment for the blockchain technology, but once again, we are expecting that due to the financial benefits, that this initial investment will be offset by the new revenue streams and all of the other benefits.
Yeah, and I mean, blockchain is, I think it's today's technology. So if Dole doesn't apply it, it will stay backward, and its competitors will go to the right. I mean, Dole has to make it, and I think all the companies that are like Dole are investing in blockchain technology. So it's a smart image in invention.
Okay, awesome. Chung, I don't have much more questions.
Okay, well, thank you, Roberto. I do have a couple of questions, and one of it's, I guess, maybe a follow-up to what Roberto was talking about is on the biofirm. Again, I'm not familiar with that as well, but your business model assumes that biofirm is going to pay Dole for food that's not edible. Why would they do that when you get it from people throwing it in the garbage, right? So why would Baldwin pay for something that they can get for free?
For the volume that we will be managing. I mean, and we will give it without any import. If they go to collect it to the trash cans or whatever, it might have an additional cost rather than if we just give it to them directly.
Okay.
Additionally, this can, well, since it's a partnership, this can also give more awareness and more engagement to Biofirm, because it's a company that is not very known by people as Dole, precisely. So by partnering with Dole, we can give them more engagement with society, and therefore both companies can benefit from this approach.
Yeah, and also as Aranza said, if you're seeing it from a logistics point of view, it's not a great operation to go like through every trash can from supermarkets in town to reach out for food. It's, yeah, basically that.
Okay, all right. Okay, but I want to talk about your other partnership with Loop Mission. Can you describe how it actually works? How does the partnership work? What are the roles involved? Because you kind of say they're just going to hand the food over to Loop Mission, but exactly how does that work? At what point are they identifying things that, you know, they're going to give the Loop Mission, and how does Loop Mission distribute these, or you're say going to repurpose it, make cold press? What is the business relationship there? Are they buying the stuff from Dole, or are they rebranding it? Are they like a contractor to make juice for Dole? And can you give me more detail about that?
Sure. So we will be selling the surplus, the edible surplus, to Loop. Loop is a company that focuses on a very circular economy, which repurposes the waste and the other type of excess foods to create new products. So they will take our edible waste and create new products for their brand. But since this is a partnership, or an alliance with Dole, we would also ask for a certain percentage, or for marketing from their part as well as our part, so that they can see that it's a shared approach and a shared effort between both companies. But Loop essentially repurposes all of these excess edible surplus into new products, such as beverages or probiotic supplements, among others.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get a bit more understanding of your term partnership. You use that a lot, and I'm just understanding this from, you know, from a very transactional side. They're buying food that's about to expire from Dole. It comes down to, so where's the partnership part? Because that's their, I guess, their raw materials, their input for their product, right? Which is food, and they and presumptuously see that they can get it at a lower price because the food's about to expire. But but you explain what is the partnership part? I mean, they're buying food that's about to go bad.
Yeah, they're buying it, and they have like an insured provider of this food. And they have it, as you said, at a very low cost, because for Dole, it's almost a loss. But if we get a little profit from this sellings, it's beneficial for both companies. So if I understood the question, the partnership is about selling our food that is about to get non-edible, but it's still edible, to them at a very low price, and it's basically a compromise. They will have this provider consistently. So that's the benefit from their low cost and consistency from us that are the providers.
Yes, and we also believe that Loop is like the perfect match for our alliances, because what cold processors do is that they give a very longer life for these fruits. So it's like not stopping the life of the fruit there, basically.
And just once again, just adding to the partnership part, well, what my friend Aranza said, but it would also help us from Dole eliminate the waste disposal expenses. So instead of paying for all of those waste management costs, we are generating a revenue by selling what's about to expire to someone who can make new products and new revenue streams.
Yes, okay, so I understand that part. But the word I always problem with here is you know, it's a partnership, and I don't really get that, you know. I because Loop can go out and buy food from many different companies that have you know, food that's about to go bad, and I'm not sure that we're the partner. So I'm trying to understand, where is the partnership, instead of just, here's some stuff that's going bad, I'll sell to you cheap, and instead of throwing it out, and then you go make whatever you want to make with it. So the partnership is somewhat vague to me, the relationship, other than the transactional, I'm going to sell you stuff at a discount. So that's why I want to get a little bit more detail about the strategic partnership part of it, that it's, okay, they're a supplier, Other than that, is there more to this partnership than just selling you food about to go bad?
Yeah, it's transactional, but it also adds value to both companies because we have like the same values, it's they're aligned. And well, for the cold press use, as we said, like they can have like a longer life shelf than a regular fruit. And each bottle of loop contains like up to 3 pounds of rescued food. So like it's a lot.
Well, I think your question was, more going through the part, to say, in addition to being the provider to Loop Mission, what other benefits of this, our partnership has?
Yeah, usually when you talk about partnership, there's a bit more involved than just me selling you something.
Yeah, it's more. As Natalia or Leonora said, we're talking here about image, company image. If we're, if we promote these social campaigns with both of our companies, both of our companies will be greatly benefited from the social image that this program will enhance to the audience. And Dole is a well-known brand, maybe not as well-known as Look Vision. So I think we can give them more visibility by saying we're in a partnership with them.
Okay, so it's somewhat of a image in enhancing that
It's
partnership.
about image, visibility, marketing.
All right. That kind of clears it up for me. That answers my question. So thank you very much for your presentation and your answers. The results will be calculated and then announced on December 20th. So best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.